welcome to this little kind of open evening chat about health and social care at Andover College. My name's Jen, I am one of the lecturers here. I also have a colleague, Hayley, so we are a lovely team of two, and I just thought I would take you through a little bit about the course, about health and social care at Andover and what we do. Health and social care is a really broad subject, so whether you are studying it alongside other subjects or whether you've chosen to do full-time health and social care, which I'll explain a bit more about in a minute, there are a lot of opportunities for our students, and our students tend to go into a really broad range of things as well. So we've had students go and do things like nursing and midwifery, primary school teaching, social work, occupational therapy, speech and language therapy, go into the police, all sorts really. It is such a broad course because a lot of the things you learn in health and social care you can apply in a variety of different settings. So working out how to meet individual needs of a person, what those needs are, how can we meet them, how can we support someone. You can use that in a school, in a hospital, in a prison, in a police station. Whether you are looking at, and we look at human lifespan development, so we look all the way from birth and infancy to the final stages of life and how people can be supported and what people need. Respect, communication, tolerance, these are all things that will kind of help in a real wide variety of settings. So it's a very, very broad course and can take you to a lot of different places. In terms of the course, there are a few different options available. For example, first of all, we've got the BTEC First Award. Now that's a level 2. So to get onto that course, you need 4 GCSEs. You need to have at least 3 in your English language and 3 other subjects. And whilst you are at college, if you do decide to do the level 2, you will need to obviously resit your English language and potentially your maths to get the level 4, because you must have the level 4 as per the government guidelines. So you've got, it's 5 hours a week, the level 2, so you've got time to kind of do maybe some other level 2 subjects as well as getting that maths and English locked in and sorted. If you have got your 4s in your English language, you could look at a level 3 programme. So there's 2 options for the level 3. There is the level 3 national certificate and national extended certificate. So what that means is the year 1 is the national certificate and the second year of the course is the extended certificate. And that's something that you would do alongside 2 other subjects at college. So you might think, right, I'm going to do health and social care, psychology, criminology, for instance. So it's a full-time programme, but it's the equivalent to 1 A-level. And to get onto that programme, like we said, you need your English language GCSE at a 4 and above. You must have science or maths, and then another 3 GCSEs at a 4 and above to get onto that programme. Finally, we have got our foundation diploma and extended diploma. So again, it's a 2-year course. Foundation diploma is year 1, extended diploma is year 2. Level 3. Entry requirements slightly different. You must have your 4 in English language, but you must also have your 4 in science. And the reason for that is that there is a biology unit in year 2, and having the science means that you're in a much better position when it comes to that biology unit. So 5 GCSEs at grade 4 and above. English language and science for the foundation diploma. English language, science or maths for the certificate. And if perhaps, you know, it's not been your day when you did your GCSEs, it's just not happened for you, you have got that level 2 option there as well. So you can redo your GCSEs, but also get that bit of an introduction to health and social care at the same time. We do try and assess through a variety of methods. So BTEC now involves exams and coursework. There is a mixture of both on all 3 of the courses, so whether it's level 2 or level 3, there's a mixture of coursework and exams. Predominantly coursework, but there are a few exams in there as well. But we will try and assess you in a variety of different ways. So we try to make sure it's not just writing essays. We try and do practical demonstrations where possible. We try and do things like role play or dictaphone, so recording you perhaps telling us what you know. presentations as well, to get used to speaking and presenting information, because then when you go to interviews or when you go off into work or to university, you've really got that confidence there that you know how to do it and you can do a presentation. It's a really good skill to have. And as I said, you know, people who do our course go off into all sorts of different routes. We have people that go to university, like I said earlier, who do kind of nursing, midwifery, teaching, occupational therapy and all sorts. But we also have a lot of people who go into apprenticeships, so nursing apprenticeships with the NHS, for example, and people who go off and work, so people who go and find careers in health and social care sectors. For example, working in residential care or domiciliary care. I've got someone who has gone to work as a teaching assistant at a school for students with additional needs. It's a really broad subject, as we've said, and it can take you to a lot of different places. So our students have gone off and done a massive variety of things. And what's lovely is numerous students have offered to come in and talk to our current students about university courses or about jobs that they do, so you get a real kind of sense of what that's like. Work experience, wherever possible, we will arrange work experience with students. We have got a lovely team who will meet with you to discuss what you want to do, and we'll go away and help source a placement for you in an area of your interest. And it's a chance to kind of put your theory into practice as well. So if you've learned perhaps about communication, it might be learning different methods of communication, so a bit of sign language, for instance. You might find you're in a situation where you use that. If you've learned about safeguarding or risk assessments, it might well be that that's something that you get to put in place as well, put in practice as well. Guest speakers, like I've said before, sometimes it's ex-students, but sometimes it's guest speakers from various different areas in health and social care, and they will come in and chat to you. We've had an author come in who wrote a book about her experience of being in care, come in and talk to students. We've had Hearing Dogs for the Deaf, the charity, come in to give a talk about how they train the hearing dogs and what they do, and a service user explains what a difference it's made. Someone who uses an eye gaze computer to communicate has come in and let the students have a look at his computer and explained what a difference it makes to how he communicates. So lots and lots of different things. So we really do try and make it not too much of us talking. We try and get other people in as well. And again, wherever possible, we do try and arrange relevant sort of trips and events, and particularly for health and social care fundraising. So we've been to the Science Museum, Natural History Museum, went to Thorpe Park to complete a very important risk assessment. But we also do a lot for charities, different charities, and there's a couple of pictures there on the slide. So the top one is from when students decided they wanted to climb the O2 to raise money for comic relief. So great fun, students organised it, one of them sorted out transport, one of them set up the Just Giving page, and off we went in a bus with our red noses on, all up the side of the O2 with our red noses on, and down the other side with our red noses on, and raised a lot of money for comic relief. It's a really, really positive experience for a lot of our students. And the bottom picture, we also take part in the Macmillan Coffee Morning for Macmillan Cancer as well. And again, students organise it, they order the things, they make the posters, they put the adverts up, they man the cake stall, they count the money. So it's a real kind of bonding experience for the students to get to know each other, and it's a really good opportunity for them to sort of try their hand at this stuff and see how they find organising an event, because it's never a bad skill to have. So like I said, health and social care is a really broad subject area. It can take you to a lot of different places, and the courses at Andover College, we are all here to support you to make sure you get to where you want to be. Hopefully I will see you soon at maybe an open event, or hopefully applying to college. But if you do have any questions, then obviously feel free to pop marketing an email and they can always forward it to us, and we can answer it for you. But I hope I will see some of you very soon.